Welcome back to the Rising Star League Kabaddi Tournament and Pan American Kabaddi Championship of 2025. We will now resume the matches between our national teams. Please join me in welcoming to the court these expert Kabaddi players. Our first team will be Team Ontario. Come on out. Our next team up is Team Alberta.
तेरा जुनून सुल्तान सीने में तेरे आग पानी आदि है मेहनत की डोरी हौसलों से बांधी है पर्वत भी तू ही और तू ही पत्थर है जो ढाल है तू वो ही बनता है तेरी मर्जी है और पसीना उम्र है मोड़ के रख दे दोनों ही तूफान छोड़ भटकनी कहरी या केस की गली में ठहरी तो जज्बा इतना जहरी है ये मान
Alberta court. Alberta court.
Welcome back to the action, ladies and gentlemen. This time for the Nations League. Both sides competing to be considered among the best this country has ever seen. Currently, Ontario claim the top spot. Manpreet, number 46, the talisman, the pace setter for his side, and the captain. Just testing the defense with not much. For those of you who are new watchers, new joiners of this sport, allow me to provide you a comprehensive breakdown on how this fairly confusing sport is played. The Raider, as you can see, number 15 here. His objective is to touch someone in the defense and make it back to his side without getting tackled. This process repeats over and over until the time runs out. Let's say number 57 in his raid gets one touch point, as we've just seen. So he gets 1 point. If he touched 2 people, he would have got 2 points. If he touched 3, he would have got 3 points. That player that he touched is now out. The only way he can come back in the game is if someone on his side earns a point, which is what Alberta have the opportunity to do here in their raid. Moving to the right. A tackle comes in. And now in this instance, because the tackle was successful, the raider is out. He can only come back in when Alberta revive him by winning a point. Manpreet back in for a raid. Now dancing on the left side. What can he conjure for his side here? Ontario starting off the game on the front foot. Happy to move the defence around, hoping for a mistake and a big tackle. So because the raider was tackled, Alberta get the point and they revive one player in the process. Meanwhile, Manpreet, who is the raider for Ontario, is sent to the benches. Captain Gurtej Brar. Happy to raid on the left side. Goes for the running hand touch, gets 2 points it looks like. No, just the one. Just the one. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're following the rhythm here because the story does not change much. After that point, the defender that missed the tackle or that was touched is sent to the benches. And the point is given to the raiding team. Leg dive, big support there. It looked like the raider was on his way to claiming a super raid. But quick support ensured the defence kept a firm grip on the game's open. Harsh Jaswal runs across from left to right, but quickly down by Akil. Manpreet back in for his raid. Brilliant. 2 points. Now, you might hear some of his teammates asking for what is called a bonus point. If you look on your screen there, on the left, there is a yellow line. Not the one in the middle, obviously, that's the mid-line, but the far left line is called the bonus line. A raider, against a defence of 6 or 7, if they cross that line, they get a bonus point because they've come so deep. That is actually impressive. They're able to go so deep without getting tackled and come back, so they get a bonus point. That black line that you see, it's called the check line. It's like getting a flight. You want to check in before you board. That is exactly what that black line is. It stops the raider from wasting time by the midline. They have to go deep to a certain extent, so they have to cross the black line. And if they cross that second yellow line, they get an extra point. Right now, that extra point is off because there's only 4 in defence. It's only on when there's 6 or 7. Right now, there's so much space, it's easy to get a bonus, right? Captain Gurtej Jar. Raiding from right to left now. Akil eyeing the tackle. But happy to let the game breathe. Now Manpreet. Even Stevens in the opening minutes of the game. See, because there's a full 7 people here, the bonus point is on. So he could attack it. Wow! 2, maybe 3. The shorts came off. Someone got excited. But Manpreet doesn't care. 2 points for his side. Gives Ontario daylight. Now it's a do-or-die raid. Oh, wow. Okay, there's a lot to unpack here for you, ladies and gentlemen. So, firstly, a do-or-die raid. Let's say the raider goes in. He struggles to get off the mark. He doesn't get any points. The next time a raider goes in for his team, he has to get a point. He has to come. That's called a do-or-die raid. What happened there is the raider came in, it was a do-or-die raid. He could not leave empty-handed. He attacked the bonus and left with points. So that way he stays on. If he came back empty-handed, he would have been forced off the pitch. Manpreet continuing to extend the lead. As I said, he is one to watch for you. If you are unfamiliar with this sport, if you're unfamiliar with this tournament, Manpreet is the one to watch. Number 46, prominent raider. Gurtej Brar raiding for Alberta now. Attacks the bonus. We'll see if the referees give it. They do. Bonus line was well and truly crossed. Amol Takkar goes in for the raid across. The defense built a bit of an appetite. They wanted to take him down. Amol was well too aware of that and managed to escape at the last second. Alberta with a chance to build a lead. Nothing to split these sides so far. Unsuccessful on the running hand touch. Happy to waste time. That timer that you hear, that little annoying shriek, that is a timer of 30 seconds. Each raider has 30 seconds to do their raid. It stops them from spending so much time in the opposition half. He goes for the double handoff. 2 points given. Not only did he get the handoff point, but as you see, number 15 from Alberta, Harsh Jaswal, he went for the ankles to try and pull him back and missed. So it was 2 points. The referee is just warning the captains right now about shirt pulling. We've had a couple of instances in this tournament. All have gone unpunished. Alberta looking to close the gap. Starting on the right side. He's checked. You see that? He's checked into the raid. He's gone for the running kick, but downed by the right corner. Double leg hold from Naman Kumar. Amal Tucker going in there. There's only one left for Alberta. Ontario have reduced them. Well played there from Amal. Okay, you guys, listen. This is a complicated rule to unpack here, but let's get into it. Let's sink our teeth into it. Basically, you're probably wondering why Amal is getting these points, even though he did not touch the defender. The reason is, you see that red bit on the sides? The defender stood into it prematurely. That bit only opens up, those red bits, they only open up after contact has been initiated between the two sides. Well, we've been cut off here by some good music, so I'll leave you to it, but I'll get back to it in a second. Alright guys, we're back into it. Right, let me finish that off, right? So, you see these red bits on the side? That's called the lobby. A player can only enter the lobby after contact has been initiated. There was a one-on-one, and even though there was no contact, the raider still came back with points. The reason why is because the defender stood in the lobby before. So, it's essentially suicide. He said, okay, fine, I'll take myself out the game. But, if the raider then touched him after he had gone in the lobby, the raider would have been out. So it's a very complicated rule. If you're a newcomer, don't be worried if you don't follow that. It comes with experience. Right now, look at what you can concentrate on. He gets the bonus because his foot crossed the second yellow line, and on his way out, he touched the defender. So it's 2 points for him. One for bonus, one for the touch point. Again, a similar raid. He goes in, attacks the bonus point, gets 2 on the escape. That's a super raid. Anytime a raider gets 3 or more points, it's known as a super raid. End of the first quarter, well, 18-19 to Ontario. The hosts are running rampant here in Brampton. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second quarter of this fixture between Ontario and Alberta. Ontario are on the front foot here. Number 57, Amul Thakur, raiding for his state here. Can he conjure something? I mean, Ontario already have a lead. He doesn't need to attack the defense, but he claims the point anyways. As you can see, even the faintest of touches counts. Whether it's a hand reach, whether it's a toe touch, whether it's a kick, it all counts as long as it's contact. Alberta have a chance now to close the gap. They've got a bit of an uphill battle, but as we've seen throughout this tournament, it's always too early to write off a team. Big 2 points there. 3 points. Wow, what a raid. Super raid from Alberta. Only 2 left the court there, even though it was a 3-point raid. I'm just saying that so you guys know that's incorrect, yeah? You're watching sneakiness from Ontario. Wow, what a tackle! What a tackle from Gurtej Bar, number 8, the captain, the talisman of Alberta, bringing his side right up to Ontario's scoreline. Now this, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call... Oh my God! Charan Kumar with potentially... Well, okay, again, a lot to unpack. Let's get into it. There's 3 defenders, which means there's an opportunity for what's called a super tackle. If a raider goes into a side with 3 or less defenders and gets tackled, a super tackle is declared, meaning 2 points are given instead of 1. In this case, it was deemed the raider crossed the line having touched 2 people, so 2 points were awarded to Alberta. But let's say those 3 defenders managed to tackle the raider. The raider would go out and the defensive side would receive 2 points. Because the raider made it back, having touched 2 people, the raiding team were given 2 points, and the defensive players that were touched left the court. Now, this is an all-out opportunity. He gets the bonus because he crossed the line with 6 or 7 defenders, but now he's the last one left. I mean, He's faced with an almost impossible challenge. Tackle someone 1v1. He goes for it, but number 3 was ready. Jasprit Saini there, calling it all out. You're probably wondering, why is 3 points given? It's an all out, I understand, but only one player was touched. Why is there 3 points given? Well, when an all out is scored, meaning when you get the whole opposition off the court, you get an additional 2 points for having succeeded in getting the whole team off. So they get 1 point for the touch point and 2 for the all out. I'll leave you to enjoy the music. Welcome back after that timeout. Ontario have seen that lead evaporate, and now Alberta are on the front foot with 21 points. Right, we'll assume you've been listening to me, because now we're going to take it up in terms of technicality. Look at that. Manpreet went for the bonus but missed, and instead got tackled in the process. So he goes out, 1 point goes to Alberta. The only way Manpreet can return to the court is if Ontario score a point. Now, we are looking at Jasprit Saini for Alberta, raiding on the left side. Moves across to the right. He's already checked into the raid because he crossed the black line. So he can leave freely. Okay, he doesn't have to do anything. He's checked in. It was not a do-or-die raid, so he did not have to score a point. Same goes here for Amal Thakur. He's saying 2 can play at that game. If you want to play like that, we'll play like that. Now it's a do-or-die. Remember what I said? On the second raid, if you did not score a point, it's a do-or-die raid. You have to come back with points. This is exactly what Alberta are doing now. They have to come back with a point. Because there's 6 men in defence, one of those points could be a bonus. He could get the bonus and come back. Alternatively, he could get the touch point and go back. He goes for it. It looks like a stupendous tackle. Ontario downing the Raider. The Raider is sent to the benches. 1 point to them. Ontario revive a player, bringing them up to 7, whereas Alberta are reduced to 6 from 7. And a brilliant ankle hold there from the left corner. Jasprit Saini. Fantastic. Manpreet turns to the benches. Now Jaspreet's turn to raid. As you can tell, this sport is back and forth. A sport that never rests. A test of endurance and athleticism. And look, he's claimed the bonus. Spot on. I think you guys are catching up now, huh? This sport that once seemed so impossible becomes so easy to understand and follow. Amal Thakur raiding in from the right side. Attacks the bonus, gets the bonus. That's a clear textbook bonus point. You see, he's wasting time because he has 30 seconds in the raid. He's up, he's ahead. Actually, I take that back. He is not up, he's behind. I don't know why he's wasting time. Gurtej coming in, captain, Alberta, number 8, eyeing it up on the left. Checked into the raid, crossed the black line, so he's checked in. He attacks the bonus, didn't get the bonus, but he's got 2 on the escape. 2 points go to Alberta. See, look, Alberta are asking for more, but referee's decision is final. Amal Thakur back in. The Raider goes for the diving hand touch on the feet. Such a technical skill. Oh, Gustavo with a fantastic leg dive from in. He smothered the Ontario Raider there. Left him no chance to escape. And now there's a super tackle opportunity. You remember what I said about those 3 defenders or less? There's a super tackle opportunity. If they succeed in this tackle, it's 2 points to Ontario. It means the Raider has to be extra careful. And look what happens. He's downed. You hear that? Super tackle, 2 points to Ontario. It does not mean that Ontario revive 2 players. It means they revive 1 player for the tackle, but they get an extra point for it being a super tackle. So they only get to revive 1 of their players, which is why now they have a total of 4. 1 Raider, which is Manpreet, number 46, as you can see right now, and 3 in defence. Manpreet attempts the bonus, he fell short. Number 5. Coming in for a raid now for Alberta. This is not a super tackle opportunity because there's 4 players. Empty raid is what we call this. Do or die for Manpreet. 6-man in defence, which means that point could either be a bonus or a hand touch. Oh, sorry, not just a hand touch. A touch, any touch. Anything is good, and he's back. That's 3. That looks like 3. Coach is asking for a bonus. It didn't look like he got it. But that's it, the whole of Ontario back in now. Once the all-out is achieved, the whole team comes back in. 3 points were given there to Alberta because 1 point for the tackle and 2 for the all-out. All right. Oh, what a raid! But just by the thinnest of margins was pushed off the court before crossing the midline. You see what I'm saying about that red zone, the lobby? They are only entering the lobby after contact. Before contact, if you step into that red zone, you're out. So basically, let's say number 57 touches one of them and he goes out, that's fine. He goes into the red zone, that's fine. He's touched them, which means he can go into the red zone now if he wanted, but there's no need. But if you went into the red zone without getting a touch, he would be out. 1 point. There was a super tackle opportunity. They missed it. It's gone. Now it's the last man left for Alberta. 1 man left. He can single-handedly revive his side. Or if he goes out, the whole side comes back on anyways, but they concede points. They'll concede 1 point for the tackle and 2 points for the all-out. He's got the bonus. The dash has come in. So it looks like the bonus... Okay, well, maybe actually... So you see here, that thumbs up the refs are signalling, that means bonus. So they've given the bonus to Alberta, which means 1 point, but they've given the 3 points to Ontario because they succeeded in the all-out. Half-time, Ontario lead, 32, Alberta, 28. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half of Ontario versus Alberta. Ontario are 3 points in the lead. Now, I know we spoke a lot about the rules in the first half, but just in case you are recently joining us here in Brampton, Ontario, let me break it down for you once again. The aim of the game is for the raider to touch the opponent, as many of them as he can, and make it back safely. The objective of the defense is to tackle the raider before he can return. He checks into the raid by crossing that black line. He's deep enough to be considered a threat. That's what that black line means. Otherwise, you could just stand in the opponent's half, right next to the midway line, and just hope a tackle comes. That black line ensures that the game remains competitive. It's called the check line. There you go, you see it there? Captain Gurtej Brar goes in for the checkpoint, but gets tackled in the process. So he goes to the benches, 1 point goes to Alberta. That yellow line is called the bonus line. If there's 6 or more defenders and you get your foot over that yellow line, you get a bonus point. Unreal. It's good we're learning. You got the 1 touch point. That defender is now out. Alberta get the point. Alberta now with 7 men versus the 5 of Ontario. Number 5, Arjun Singh, raiding for Alberta here. Claims the bonus, does not get the bonus. The referees probably gauged that he did not cross the line sufficiently, or maybe his whole foot was not over the yellow line. Oh, what a raid by Manpreet. Was moving the defence about so nicely. Managed to catch one off guard. Hand off to the face and downed. Manpreet returned with 1 point. Now, Ontario are looking a bit more controlled than Alberta, more composed. Good pressure, there we go. Oh, good raid from Alberta. Across the midway line. After the touch, he gets 1 point. Timeout given to Alberta. It looks like there's an injury. Oh. This looks like back into the action following that break. It looked like there was a brief pause for injury. 7 minutes remaining of this quarter, the third quarter. A beautiful attempt at a running hand touch. Goes unanswered. Amal Thakur happy to spend the rest of the time of his raid exerting minimal effort. His side are 4 points to the good. There's little need to risk anything. Gurtej Brar, captain of Alberta now, entering the raid on the left side. You see how that foot crosses the black line? He's checked in, meaning he's safe. If he returns over his side of the line now without getting a point, he's safe. Let's assume, for the sake of education, that he crossed the line, he crossed the halfway line back into his half before he crossed the black line. What a tackle! Ignore what I was saying, because that's way more boring than what's just happened. What a tackle! Manpreet was challenging the Raiders on that right side. Oh, looks like he's wounded there. He went to attack him and got caught from behind and was quickly down, wounded in the process. Alright, back to the boring stuff I was talking about earlier. If you enter the opponent's half and you return to your half without crossing that black line, that check line, you're out, you're gone. So that's why you see every Raider, they prioritise taking that first step over the black line, as he's just done now. Number 5. Arjun Singh for another raid. Goes to the right. Tries the running kick. Oh. Well. Another complicated rule for me to bring you, ladies and gentlemen. So, you know how I was talking about earlier, how that lobby is only active after a touch point? That Raider basically saw all those defenders coming to him, and he thought, let's jump in the lobby. Instead of taking this big hit, let's just jump in there. He committed suicide, as we call it in Kabaddi. And in the process, he drew more defenders into the red zone with him, and all those defenders that joined into the red zone were also out in the process. Amotakur is downed by Alberta, and now Alberta is starting to seize more control on the fixture. Arjun Singh is not raiding. This is just Preet Saini. Carefully moving the 4-man defence around. To no avail, no one home. Oh, he's claimed it. And Captain Gurtej Bar turns to the bench. Charan Kamal claiming the point for his side. Now it's a do-or-die raid for Alberta. No bonus point. They must come back with a touch point. Oh! Single leg caught, but escaped. Ontario struggling to keep grip. And Alberta salvaged 2 points to close the gap. Manpreet now in for a raid. It's 37-36. Is he going to attack that bonus? He's just flirting with the defence now. He's not fully attacking. Captain Gurtej Bar goes in for the back hold unsuccessfully. Manpreet was nowhere near. Arjun Singh in for a raid. Versus a 4-man defence. It's not a do-or-die. He does not need to attack. That said, Alberta are down. 1 point. 2.5 minutes left of the quarter. Manpreet, here on the left side, takes the bonus with conviction. That's 1 point claimed. Listen. I forgot to tell you a basic rule. If you get the bonus, and even if you get tackled, you still get the bonus point. It's not like a touch point where you get the touch and you come back and then you get the touch point. Once you get the bonus, that point is yours. That point is safe. It's golden. It's yours. You take that home. It's added to the scoreline straight away. A double leg hold on the right corner. What a back and forth game we are watching here. Alberta and Ontario, neck and neck, deep into the third quarter. Running hand touch attempt, successful. Exits into the lobby after the contact. Look at us sat here dissecting this beautiful match between two even sides. Ontario lead by 5 points, but as you've seen, ladies and gentlemen, that can change at the turn of a raid. Amul Tucker. No need. It's not a do or die raid and he knows it. He's happy to let the time breathe. His side are up. 4 points. He's not chasing the touch point. He's baiting the defense to go for him. And the second they did, he struck like a coiled cobra, waiting for the right time to pounce. Timeout called here for Ontario as they enter. 6 points in the lead, 43 Ontario, 37 Alberta. It's very bizarre. The timeout was called with no time left for the third quarter. So I presume this is the last raid of the quarter. That said, I'm only a commentator. I have no idea. Goes in for the checkpoint. He's checked into that raid. Freedom to attack now. Oh, he's back in. Is he? Ah, no, he didn't like it. And look, end of the third quarter. Right, speak to you in a few minutes. Welcome back to 2 minutes into the fourth quarter. Ontario have maintained their lead. Alberta refusing to bow here. Last man standing. He needs to come back with points. Entices the 1 point and he gets it. Did he get the bonus? He's not claiming the bonus. Looks like we've got an injury here. A replacement for number 1. Ontario up 5 points with Alberta on their last legs. Only a few left in that defense. They need something special to come back into this game. Right now, Amal Tucker is eyeing a super raid. A 2-man defense. The bonus is off. You can only get the bonus on a 6 or 7-man raid. So right now, Amal Tucker could either waste time or go for the touch. Whereas the defense here, this Alberta defense need points. They go for it straight off the bat. Maybe it was probably wiser to allow the raider to settle into the raid, but nonetheless, now Alberta have no choice but to score points. If he doesn't score points and he just goes back by himself, it's an easy touch point for Ontario. So he needs to not come back empty-handed, potentially attack the bonus, and then maybe get some touch points as well. He goes for the bonus, claims the bonus. Again, just making sure with it. You can hear Ontario demanding no touches. Well timed, well executed from Ontario. So you see both sides awarded points. Alberta's awarded the bonus point because he crossed the yellow line with 6 or 7 defenders in play. And Ontario get 3 points, 1 point for the tackle and 2 because it's an all-out. Both sides now at 7 each again. After an all-out, obviously they come back in and we do it all over again. Big leg dive and good support. Amal Tucker downed in the left corner by Jasprit Saini. What a tackle. Gurtej Bar taking the helms for his side. Checks into the raid. And that's what we call a chain tackle. 2 defenders combining. And that interconnection between them is the exact reason why Gurtej did not return with points. That chain in which their hands were held. In fact, let's talk a little bit about that. I hear a lot. Why are people holding hands in this sport? Listen, let's assume you're number 5 in defence and Manpreet the Raider runs at you. Who do you think is faster? Number 5 running backwards or Manpreet running at you full force? Obviously the Raider's going to be faster. So the whole point of maintaining contact is to position the defence in positions where they can make a tackle. Where the tackle is actually, they can put pressure on the Raider, get as close as they can to the Raider, and also escape at the drop of a hat when needed. A big leg dive. Did he get the second touch before he crossed the line? He did, according to the referees, and 2 points fall in Ontario's favour. Do or die. Alberta must come back with points. A good tackle there from Ontario. They look more in control. Just under 4 minutes left of this game. It looks like it's Ontario's for the taking, but let's not write Alberta off. A beautiful 4-point all-out raid. 4 points because you got 2 touch points, and as we've spoken about, those 2 extra points for the all-out. So 4 points for Ontario. They extend the lead in the dying embers of this fixture. Good edge. Testing the water, goes on the inside. Quickly down by the defence. Well, just in case you're confused, the ref tried, the Ontario coach tried to make a substitution. It wasn't a timeout, and the ref just said, look, you can't make a substitution unless it's a timeout. That's pretty much what's just happened. I don't know why I need to tell you that. Amal Tucker taking time to do his laces. A masterclass in time wasting. 4 points the difference. Listen, 2 minutes left. This game is close. Anything can happen now. One raid will change the outcome of this game. Jaspreet Saini attacking the left, goes for the bonus, but downed by Charan Kamal on that left corner. He gets the bonus nonetheless. 1 point each. Rewards are shared between the two sides. As Amal Tucker takes the stage. A big touch point. Well, the scores have just changed dramatically. I'm not sure what's gone on there. You and I are both bemused. I thought it was 35-31. Listen. Nothing's changed in terms of the outcome. Ontario's still winning, but... Oh, what a raid! Ran across from right to left. And through the escape, picked up 2 on the exit. They look to swoop him in and close off the gap. Shut the door on him. He broke through that wall with ease. Got his head down, pumped the legs. Took himself over that line. The scores are irrelevant, seemingly. Consensus is, though, Ontario are up, and well, we're having some issues technically with our screening and time. Last raid, maybe, not even. One more raid left. And Manpreet takes it. It's a do or die. It's the last raid. He might as well go for it, right? And there we have it, folks. Full time it is. Ontario win. It puts them at the top of the National League table. Ontario beat Nova Scotia yesterday 64-47. Next match, British Columbia versus Nova Scotia. Alberta stuck at the bottom of the table with only 1 game left. It does not look promising for them. Final score unknown.